Because on Friday, man, was it just Wednesday we were wondering what the hell's going on with the Elon Musk Twitter thing?
Yeah, like I haven't heard anything for a while. And then
he didn't tweet for like a week or two. And the story kind of went dark and you think, oh, it's just going through all the regulators and it's in process. And then on Friday, something of a surprise drops. Elon Musk's legal team sends a letter to Twitter's board informing them that Musk is terminating, or at least wants to leave, the $44 billion deal to acquire the company.
So he loses $1 billion in the event that he's able to do this?
Yeah, if they were to let him go, but they're not. That's the wrinkle here. The board had recently approved the deal, and the deal still faced regulatory scrutiny and oversight to complete. But Musk's letter says that Twitter has not complied with its contractual obligations, specifically not providing Musk with numbers about bots on the platform, as in how many of the accounts on the platform are real people and how many of the accounts are fake or automated bot type things. Now, Twitter had claimed that only 5% of the accounts on the platform are bots, but they've never disclosed publicly or to Musk, even privately, how they arrive or calculate.
Didn't he do his own internal investigation and found that it was closer to like 20%?
We've seen those reports. And remember, I know we discussed the report. There was an independent analysis that concluded up to 50% of Joe Biden's followers are bots, which I could believe. I know he's the president, but he tweets old man nonsense and it gets 100,000 likes in 5 minutes. There's no way that's authentic.
Yeah.
So Musk's lawyers say that the denial of that bot information violates the agreement between Musk and Twitter. As you mentioned, recall that if either party leaves the contract, they have to pay the other party $1 billion. But Twitter is not going to let Musk just walk away even for $1 billion, apparently. On Friday, Twitter board chair Brett Taylor tweeted out that the company will pursue legal action to enforce the merger agreement. Twitter has retained high-profile law firm Wachtel, Lipton, Rosen, and Katz, which I originally thought might be Deborah Katz of Christine Blasey Ford fame. It is not. It's a different Katz, not the same person. I really was hoping she was going to enter the story and go after Elon Musk with some preposterous sexual assault claim or something. But it is hilarious to watch the Musk haters react to this news, because now it's, go Twitter, sue that guy to make him buy the company that I don't want him to buy. It's like, what do you root for here if you hate Elon Musk?
Ugh.
I guess for him to walk away and pay the $1 billion, but Twitter isn't going to let that happen.
Shouldn't they though?
Well, that's the thing. Twitter not only isn't Twitter, whose leadership has appeared hostile to Musk throughout this, appeared like they want him to just go away. Not only won't let him go away, they won't do it for $1 billion. So why not? That would be the question.
He totally has them over a barrel, probably because they don't want to release this information about the bots.
Well, that's the thing, is they really are trapped now. They are damned if they do, damned if they don't. And they must have made a calculation that the cost of him leaving, even if they pay him $1 billion, is more significant than the deal going through. So either they release the data that Musk wants, the bot data.
Right.
And I will speculate that's going to show what Musk claims, not what they claim, which is...
I'm sure his internal examination of the bot situation was thorough.
He might know a thing or two, I would assume. If they were to do that, if they had information that confirms Musk's suspicions, that would be hugely damaging to the company, and not just reputationally. That could actually have legal implications to the extent they may have misled investors, which would get them in a bunch of legal trouble.
That must be it then.
They might, I mean, who knows? There could be serious...
Because the bot situation, it doesn't really affect the end user enough for people to get off Twitter.
Well, I think the bot situation, it's significant enough that most of their revenue, if I understand, is based on advertising. Mm-hmm. So if you are inflating your real user numbers, it inflates the value of your advertising, which could be fraudulent to those advertisers. It would certainly be a fraudulent representation to the investors. There could be serious legal penalty for such things if it could be shown that they knowingly did it, I suppose. And then if Musk just walks away, well, the shareholders are going to be really pissed off that they didn't cash in on Musk's offer, which would pay significantly over market value per share for the company. So in either scenario, Twitter is in a bit of trouble here. You watch tomorrow morning, that stock price is going to tank.
Oh, yeah. How bad do you think it's going to be?
I've seen speculation down as much as 25 to 30%. We'll see. And if the stock price tanks and Elon Musk walks away, he offered something like $54 per share. Let's say the price goes down to $25-$30 per share. How pissed off are you going to be if you're a significant investor in Twitter? That's going to get the board in a bunch of trouble. If they comply with Elon Musk and they show, well, actually, we've been lying about bots this whole time, they're in possibly more trouble. So there's no good answer here for Twitter. And that's why no matter what happens, I think it's advantage Musk. Because if Twitter succeeds in, let's say that the option that they seem to be pursuing here, we're going to sue him into compliance. Well, even in that case, Musk still wins in that he takes over the company. It might be for way too high of a price, but he still takes control of the company. So,
well, they're just going to hemorrhage in legal fees too.
Yeah. So maybe Musk pays a financial price, but it's not like he loses. He still got what he says he wanted. If Musk leaves, Twitter's value plummets. And this is why I say Musk might not be done anyway. If Twitter's value plummets, that's an opportunity for Musk or potentially another buyer to come in and scoop up Twitter at a discount price. So I don't know. I think that he's still in the game to acquire the company, but you mentioned that you think he's doing it just to stick it to them.
It's possible. I mean, he could not have to acquire the company, which I'm not really sure that I see the benefit for him personally. I mean, that there's definitely a broader social benefit for reintroducing it as something of a free speech platform. But wouldn't it be the greatest society of all, one that does not have Twitter anymore, or where Twitter becomes so devalued that people just don't use it anymore? It just becomes like Facebook, a dinosaur of the tech era. And maybe that was maybe he actually 4D chessed this.
Maybe. I don't know. Whether this is lucky or whether this was all a big plan from the start, it's hard to see any scenario in which he is disadvantaged, in which he does not have the upper hand here. So it's been entertaining to watch so far, and it's going to get more entertaining come tomorrow morning when it is going to be mass panic down at Twitter HQ in San Francisco, assuming anybody is still even in those offices.
They've already freaked out, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.